Welcome to today's Truth. I'm Teresa Ray Butler.
I'm Roxy H.
And today we're going to talk about the topic of You Fix You. It's such a broad topic. You Fix You in the community can go all over the place, but I want to bear emphasis on us as individuals fixing ourselves and holding accountability for our mistakes and our problems and our productions of what we put together based on old pain. Really, we got to get it together in the community as far as African Americans. I feel I'm part Black, and I've lived a portion of Black experience. Today in the country, we're at a state where we're all targets, and I think it's really because we've had all these years of being free and trying to do something with ourselves as a race, and what have we learned how to do real good? Twerk, be gangsters and loud, and we can fight anybody and shoot and, tear each other down, rob each other, keep each other down with drugs and alcohol. We've done a lot of this broken home activity, and we've let our children down, and we can't even stay together as a family unit. We're always out to get. We're unprofessional. Now what? Now there's a nation who's tired of us in general, because we are the only race that has perpetuated a culture of violence like it's tight. We call a lot of it hip-hop, rap, this, that, the other. We put these labels on it, but, swag, whatever. But a lot of it has turned against us. So now we're profiled.
Yes.
So let's talk about this on so many levels.
Wow. You said such a mouthful. I don't have nowhere to go from that, Teresa.
Well, speak from experience. Like, have you ever come across someone who's a professional in the community who, they want to jump up and smile and take the picture, but they don't want to do the work? That's a broken individual.
Oh, definitely. Where you've made a public appearances, to do great things, give back to the community, and they're only there for the photo op, but to do the actual work, they had to make a run, and then they come back when they think it's time to make the final photo op. That happens all around across the board, though. That happens with, business professional. It happens with the gangbangers and the, drug dealers, the hookers and all that stuff. It happens with everybody, where there's always someone there who's a slacker, but they want to have a piece of the shine.
Right. See, the gangbanger is the one that's going to set up the robbery and come and take away everything that you hustle for illegally, with bad energy, because it's just a bad occupation to choose. But you're right. Professionals do it too. You have to be a broken individual to be claiming that you're of service to your fellow man, but it is your fellow man that you use and step on and grab in the barrel on, and you always want to stand at the podium, you always want the spotlight on you, but you don't want to do anything to really build bridges in the community, to really be solid, to really be there. You were the type of individual that always wants to come through the door like, oh, my car broke down. My house was robbed yesterday, and this and that and the other. Abraham Hicks speaks of energy and vortexes. If you're the kind of person that's always living in the past with old pain, so-and-so got killed, this and that happened to me, I was molested as a child, I've been beat, I come from a broken home, mom and daddy, this, that, Uncle Sam, so-and-so, and so. You got all of these old VHS tapes that you keep watching all the time of old incidents, because that's the way you want to wake up and walk into your day, your blessed day that God has given you. You want to waste it with old yesterday's pain. Therefore, in your vortex, you are creating energy that's going to need a match of vibration. So you're emitting this vibrational energy out into the universe. I'm mad, I'm broken, I'm hurt, I'm distraught. So now the universe's job is to say, your wish is my command, here's some more junk for you to complain about.
Mhm.
So then, if you're a professional that's doing this, not only do other professionals notice, we take note of who's slacking and who's the problem. Everybody's not lying on you. Everywhere you go, people are sharing the same story about you. Get it together. You fix you. Because how can you operate in a community talking about healing when you're broken?
Yes, we're all broken.
To some degree, but you're broken to the point where you don't care nothing about nobody. You just want to jump up and smile in the picture and then take off like Batman. No.
Well, I hear you. I'm so compassionate about broken individuals. I am. And it can be to a fault sometimes. But I know that those individuals, I feel we have a responsibility to pull them to the side and have those hard conversations with them. And I know that you've done that in the past with some individuals that we know, and that didn't turn out all that gravy for you. And I commend you for it. You're a very strong woman, and I thank you for stepping outside of the pain that's being thrown at you to even want to reach that person and say, let me pull you into a place of healing. Let's get past this. I want to help you see that this is what's going on with you. That you're just in a whirlwind of, I would say that actually some people are addicted to being in pain. They don't, to be happy is weird for them. When things are going great, they're uncomfortable because they're more comfortable in the pain. So when the pain is gone, then they have to create the pain because that's where they lie in their most comfortable.
Absolutely.
And you have to feel bad for that. You have to feel bad that they had not had the opportunity, or maybe had the opportunity and just didn't take it out of fear to move into the growth process, to get past that past hurt and move into a place of healing, because it's easier said than done. You have a lot of ups and you have a lot of downs. And some of those old wounds, you have to peel them back and allow them to hurt again, experience that hurt, digest that hurt, assess that hurt, and come to a conclusion from that hurt. And only then will it heal. But just putting a quick Band-Aid on it, like we so commonly do, that I really believe that is just our culture. That's how generationally we've been taught is to hold pain, especially for women. We hold everybody's pain. We hold our kids' pain. We hold our man's pain. We hold our mama's pain, our daddy's pain. We're like the backbone of our being, our society. So what do we do with that? We haven't been taught to recycle that pain. We haven't been taught to hold it, deal with it, and then let it go. We just now walking with these big barrels, of pain. And when you're doing that, you're only bringing pain. I'm only bringing pain on you.
Well, the thing is that people don't understand that all the energy you create, you're responsible for. So therefore, it's going to follow you everywhere you go. I can't just do something to you and that's the end of the story. The creator of the universe is much more intelligent than people would like to think. So it's a very mathematical system, obviously, in place. If I'm mad at the world and I want to blame everybody for my past, because obviously I had some energy that was whole due. I came into the world under this house and this mother and this father, and these people had access to me, and this and that did happen to me. There has to be some point in time where I'm willing to let go for whatever reason, and I'm willing to look outside of myself at other people who have been through some things, and I'm willing to look at people who are admirable to me, tangible reality people who have grown from their pain, and try to figure out, well, what did you do? It's my responsibility to start the process of healing by asking questions and seeking healing,
Yes.
full healing, so I could be productive in society and not be this continual failure of excuses and foolery. You have to take self-accountability. You have to look at your triggers. You know, can't nobody say nothing to you. You haven't reached that level yet. Okay, so why are you going to college for communications? People have to talk to you. And if you're an idiot flying off on the handle all the time because somebody done said something to you in the communications business and you jumping up, turning over tables, you don't talk, you fight and all this foolishness, you're in the wrong business. And that's that, because don't think that people aren't observing your qualities. When you came through the door, you crying, you hollering, you pushing projects back, you not doing projects, you always storming off the set, you this, you that. This is an example.
Mm-hmm.
You don't understand the professional environment that you've chosen for yourself, and you need to take self-accountability, because guess what happens? Okay, now you done got into it with the director because you can't zoom in, you can't focus shots, you can't do anything right, you've always got an excuse. Now these people are trying to get their project done, they're being kind to you, saying thank you for what you did do it. You like, F you, B, I don't want to do this anymore. You pushing stuff around. Guess what now? Now the campus, the teachers, the security, everybody's making nice little notes on you that you're risking property. These are $20,000 cameras up in here. This
Right.
is an example,
Mm-hmm.
okay? Because you came in the room with a whole bunch of your personal life and your old pain and whatever else you're attracting right now at this point, and you using it as an excuse to continue to perpetuate the same foolishness that's been going on all this time with you. And you're getting zero results. And you're getting stuff like a restraining order. You're getting public safety walking you out of class.
Oh, wow.
You're doing all this foolishness. You know, okay, maybe you came to school just to get your financial aid check. But now, when you get to the point where you want to grow up and be a big girl or a big boy, you still got this paper trail on you. Why? Because you had to find some kind of way to figure out that you must take self-accountability. Professional world, learning students, street people that's graduating into a different kind of life with a professional name. Everybody has to come to that point of enlightenment.
Mm-hmm.
You fix you.
You fix you. Well, it's hard to fix you, because then you have to look at yourself in the mirror, and you have to look at those actions, those decisions that you've made that aren't positive, and hold yourself accountable for those, instead of looking at the other person. See, one thing that kills me about, I would say, I'm going to use we, is that if I say something to you and I get a response from you that I don't appreciate, maybe it's a yell, you're raising your voice, maybe you're using a bad word, maybe you're calling me out of my name. I'm pissed because of your reactions. You call me out my name, you yelling, you this, but I'm not holding myself accountable to, well, what did I say to you to make you, to get this reaction from you?
Be the kind of person that's going to be a hater. That's in your blood. That's what you're trying to do. You need to take a closer look of people like Cisco and Ebert and what's the one commentator? E. Perez, what's his name? Perez Hilton. Take a look at people who are professional with their hatership. They hater, but they getting a check. So
learn it professionally too.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
If you are a hater by source and you're born in your heart and every inch of your blood is with the hater's ball, learn how to be professional with it. Don't just be out here picking up on people because they're doing the things that you know you could probably do too, or they're doing it better than you, instead of you getting in the practice room and tightening up your you know, you got to get out here and get your practice together, get your game tightened up, because, you know, you can't get mad because, like T.D. Jakes said, Don't hate on the one that does get up and do something.
Right.
Because we are a culture of people who like to consume. We're so worried about the next Jordan. We're so worried about what kind of car so-and-so drives. We're so worried about where they live and how they living. Why don't you stop walking past that mirror and back up and take a look at that person in the mirror and say, hey, you, what about your lifestyle and your livelihood? Because you can't just get in line and get them Jordans and put them on, and you ain't got no money and no house.
You can't pay your electric bill.
And you can't pay no bills, and you worried about so-and-so with their Jordans on in their house and their car. See, there's something wrong with you. Because you can't get your mind around how to be a producer, not a consumer, how to be a lover and not a hater, how to be a builder and not a tear-downer, you know? All these negative Nancys and these Debbie Downers, it's tiring. No wonder we all have targets on our backs. Because of y'all clowning and acting a fool. And I can't say y'all without saying us and we, because it is we all targets. So we all got to fix it.
We all have to fix it.
We got to do better as a human race, you know. We got to humble ourselves. We got to be willing to move past pain. We have to be willing to be, attain and acquire knowledge and use it.
And we can, you can't, when I started my healing process, I had no idea what it was about, what I had to do, what it entailed, any of that. I didn't know any of that. But I went and seeked it. I seeked it. I called different places, finding out what, if I saw a class or something, I went to it, a workshop, a seminar, something where there was a professional there who knew what they were talking about and could help me get to that place that I needed to be. I cannot expect a person who doesn't know how to heal say, okay, well, I know I need to heal, but how do I do that? Because if they knew how to do it, I believe that they would do it. They just don't know. So you have to do the research to learn how to come to a place of healing. Who has it? Who do you know that seems like they have it together? They're wise in some areas. So, again, I say we are all imperfect, human beings. But who has it, and those are who you migrate to get it. You don't have to know it now. You just have to do the homework that you did to look for those jeans and to look for that dress that's showing your kitty cat and showing your boobs. That research that you did online to find those items, it's the same kind of research you need to go online and find out how to get yourself to a better place.
Absolutely.
That's tough,
You are responsible. You have to want better, and you have to come to a place where, okay, this isn't working anymore. I can't keep taking all this money and buying all these drugs and smoking them every day.
Exactly.
I'm no different than a crackhead if I'm doing this. There was a point in time in my personal life where I was an alcoholic,
I still find that hard to believe.
It's true. I woke up, a jug of wine every day. And I needed it to function because I was getting beat up and this and that. But it's not a sob story. It's a success story. It's a success story because Teresa realized this is my fault because I chose this prize over here.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? This is who I want to be in love with. This person beating up on me. This is my fault because I chose him.
That's right.
I'm sitting up, waking up every day, laying in the bed with him. Teresa had to come to a point where, okay, this drinking is not cool. My children need me. I should want better for myself. And here, God bless it. Creator bless it. Whoever you need to call on to bless it, I'm here today.
Yes.
But it started with me.
Yes.
It started with me.
Yes.
It started with me saying, I'm worth more than this. I'm more valuable than this. I'm not going to keep crying about yesterday. I'm not going to get hit one more time. I had to fight back, too. I had to learn how to fight men.
Me too.
And win. So I had to lose my fear, and I had to feel more of myself, and I had to act on that and take that path to get me to where I am today.
Sure. Yeah, but you didn't know at the time, right then.
When I was in it, I was supposed to be in love, so
yeah.
I wanted to wake up every day just so I could say, why did you do this to me? I thought you loved me. You know, I guess I was addicted to the pain at the time because I needed an excuse every day to unpack all these other horrible things that happened to me in my life.
Absolutely.
Because that's exactly what I did. Every time he hit me, not only would he hit me, but I would experience what Mama did and so-and-so did and this and that. And why is it always something happening to me? I used to be one of them. That's why I know what I'm talking about.
Well, me too. Me too. That's why our energies are, so combined together that we recognize the hell that we were in, the bad choices that we made. Nobody chose my ex-abuser but me. When he approached me, I accepted. When he wanted to date me, I accepted. When he hit me, I accepted. When he verbally abused me, I accepted it. So it was always my choice. His actions were his actions, but how I responded to those actions were all my choice, all my choices. But again, you don't know better. You won't do better unless you know better. And I didn't know better. And I don't think you knew better. Because if you knew there was better, you would have obtained that. Look at you now. You strive for better. You strive for greatness. You're addicted to it. So if you have that mindset now, you had that mindset then, you just didn't know. You didn't have the knowledge that you do now. And you didn't know where to look for it. Because when I'm in my honesty, in my truth, what I saw around me was a picture of what I was in. So I didn't know. I thought that was normal.
There was a trigger point for me that turned it on.
And what was that?
It was watching Tina Turner's What's Love Got
Oh,
to Do.
my goodness.
That's what turned on me being able to fight men. When I saw how she bit his ear off, it was like, come on, crazy. And then I saw this movie called True Romance where there was a terrible fight scene there. That helped me jump over the hurdle of fear. Because I was never scared to fight no girl. I had to fight girls all my life. I'm a black girl that's mixed. You know I had to fight just because of your hair, thank you. Girl, I'll beat the brakes off you. But fighting a man was something that I was never challenged to do as an adult, and that scared me. For years, I used to just get beat up on when the time came because I was too scared to fight back. But when I saw Tina Turner, when I saw Angela Bassett with them guns, when I saw how the leg could kick so powerfully, it inspired me. So that gave me the fuel to gas up like, okay, well, he hit me this time. And that's exactly how it went down. When that day came when he hit me, I turned into somebody else, and I never looked back. So I knew it couldn't just lay there. I can't be this fool that's going around knocking brothers out or challenging men because I'm not even structurally built. I'm a woman, and I'm going to remain a lady when I need to. Right. So I'm not on that. That's not I'm not trying to be Muhammad Ali's daughter, okay? That wasn't my soul journey. She's a beautiful, wonderful woman, but I do not have the fighting power in the ring that she has is what I'm honestly saying. I could work my way out of a situation with a TV or a hammer. I might even, need a rusty knife with me. But what I'm saying is I knew I had to think my way past that point to get on track for a different version of Teresa, a better version of Teresa. The kind of Teresa that doesn't attract abusive men nor will tolerate an abusive man. You could be sexier than all the rest of them, but I see that you beat up on folks and you got a short fuse and you in and out of jail and you always this and you always that. You sexy, stay over there. You're not for me. You're not even on my level. So this is what I'm saying. I had to move past the abuse and fighting back and grow a brain. I had to. Or I was going to die out there. Totally. Here lies Teresa. She sure could fight, but rest in peace.
She was a fighter.
And it's so tragic because so many women have met their end because what they didn't do was let that person go.
Well, a lot of women that end up, meeting their maker at an early time finally did get it in themselves to leave. They just didn't know how to leave. They didn't leave the right way. There isn't a right way to leave an abuser. And we have to educate each other and educate women who have grown to a place where enough is enough. I'm over this, and I'm ready to go. There's a right way to go, and they didn't know the right way to go. You don't tell your abuser, I'm sick of you, and I'm leaving, because he gonna say, no, you're not.
Right.
You know what I mean? You have to do it slick. There's a way to do it, and there's baby steps in doing so. And so, for the women that are listening in to this show today, and you are in a place where you've listened to this show, you saw our previous episodes, and you're like, yeah, I'm over this. I'm tired of being beaten on. I'm tired of being, and he doesn't have to beat on you to say that you're being abused.
It could be verbal.
It could be verbal, because trust me when I say it starts off verbal and then it gets physical. It always starts off verbal and then it gets physical. But if you're in a place where you feel like, I'm over this, I'm done, I want to get out, I have to go, reach out to an agency, reach out to the domestic violence hotline, reach out to us on Facebook, and we can help direct you into a place of safety to get out of the relationship. 90% of the women who leave their mates the wrong way end up brutally killed or mangled. So there's a right way to do it.
And let's not forget about the people in the gay community.
Yes.
There's a lot of abuse in the gay community as well. And it's the same rules apply because you're a human being.
That's true.
And you deserve respect. And you need to have self-respect first and foremost before you expect somebody else to respect you.
That's true.
So do not tolerate abuse no matter who you are listening. Be someone that loves yourself and do something about it. Hopefully not with violence against violence. Hopefully with smarts.
Yeah. Have a safety plan.
Yeah.
And so we're going to conclude this episode here on that note. Please follow up with us on Facebook and reach out to us. I'm going to post a number to some different hotlines, some different agencies that you women can get in touch with to get to a place of safety when you do decide that you're ready to leave. And don't communicate that to, a lot of your girlfriends and, we have a lot of talk about you ready to leave, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, because it always, never fails, leaks back to your abuser. So you have to be smart and learn to be private. When you make a decision to leave, it's all about privacy now. You have to get to a place of being selfish. And being selfish means I have got to protect me, and I have to protect my babies if I have any. So I'm not going to communicate what I'm going to do or want to do only to the appropriate people that can help lead me to safety. And you have to have some kind of meeting of the mind to come together and map out a route of safety. So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
You have to fix you. So let's close with the quote of, wisdom is nothing more than healed pain.
Wow. I like that, Teresa. I do. Thanks for tuning in to today's Truth.
Bye.